Welcome to Tech Savvy. My name is Leigh Newman and I'm the Executive Director of Campus Operations on the LaGrange campus of West Georgia Tech. And we have a lot of good things going on, and today we're real fortunate to have two very special guest stars. They are formerly dual enrollment students, graduated from high school and received a certificate, and now they're back again and they're furthering their education at West Georgia Tech. So this is another one of my, I consider these girls that we're talking to today poster children of how wonderful West Georgia Tech is and what a difference it makes in our students and our graduates' lives. So today we have Kelly Hume.
Yes, ma'am.
Kelly, would you tell us about yourself? Like, where'd you go to high school? Where you live now in LaGrange, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
I went to Callaway High School. I've lived in LaGrange pretty much my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister, she did move on when ready when she was in high school.
Okay.
So
move on when ready is when you are in class all day at West Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you did?
No, I did dual enrollment.
And so tell me what dual enrollment is.
It was pretty much where I could go to high school and college at the same time and get a degree, a diploma for high school, and a certificate for CNA.
What was your schedule, your day schedule?
In the mornings, I went to class. I had to be there at 7:45 at the college till 9:30, 9:45. Then I went to the high school and I had my classes there, and I left the high school at 2:15 and went to work.
Where'd you work?
The first part of the year I worked at Brick House,
Uh-huh.
and the second part I worked at First Presbyterian Child Care.
So you got your little taste of taking care of people at the child care in First Presbyterian.
Yeah.
So you had, those are like 6 months old to...
I worked with the 6 months to 12 months, but it ranges from 7 weeks to 5.
That's exciting, though. It gives you a good idea, and that's probably has a lot to do with what your plans are in your future, too.
A lot.
You didn't want to shake these babies. You loved them too much.
I did. I love babies so much.
Well, good. All right, so you graduated. When did you graduate from high school?
2014.
14. So you immediately, so you graduated. Did you get a job for the summer, or did you continue this?
I worked at the daycare.
During
And
the
then
summer.
with my school schedule, I had to quit, but I got a babysitting job. And so now that my babysitting job's over with, I have a CNA job position that I start Saturday in Warm Springs.
That is amazing. And
I'm
you
really
couldn't get the
excited.
job unless you'd had your certificate from when you got it, graduated from high school. So you are sure? Are you sure you want to go into the healthcare field?
I've loved it since I started.
Because some people, I think that dual enrollment class is a perfect opportunity to determine whether or not that's what you want to do.
It was. I mean, working in the nursing home when we did our clinicals, just making those people happy and smile, and they really put a smile on my face more than I did theirs.
They have so much to offer and so much to share. You can learn so much from the people that are in their nursing home.
Yeah, you can. They're all sweet people, and they all have a story to tell you.
And you can learn from it. You can really learn from it. So tell me what you learned in your high school class at the CNA classes. Like what did you learn that you know you're using over and over again? Skills, tasks, anything like that specific?
I mean, pretty much in the job that I'm going into now, I'll have to know how to make a bed, give showers, their pulse, their blood pressure, and we learned all that. Everything you need to know.
And the fun thing about it, well, I guess it's not really fun, but it's very advantageous, is you not only learn the theory behind why you need to do the blood pressure and what the blood pressure tells you, but you get to practice over and over again. And that to me is, I learn better when I get to practice and hands-on. So that's one of the things that is so great about technical education is its hands-on training. It's not just theory, it's just not classroom.
It's not just papers, it's actual going into the lab and doing it and demonstrations. It's a lot of fun.
You learn to feed meals. You understand the importance of cleanliness and sterilization. I guess it was Miss Vane that was your teacher.
I had Miss Vane and Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah's who I did my clinicals with. And I absolutely love both of them. Miss Vane not only taught me CNA work, but she also taught me how to use studying tools to learn, especially with medical terminology.
That's the hard part. I know I walk by her classroom every morning, and they're telling me, I hear them learning a new word every day.
It's really interesting how she puts it into your head and how she teaches you how to learn.
And she's one of those that she loves her students. Oh,
Yes,
she loves
she
them,
does.
but she's tough on them.
She is tough, but without her being tough, I wouldn't have
You would have taken it
probably
seriously.
wouldn't have passed or wouldn't have taken it seriously. She motivates you a
Well,
lot.
that's awesome. That's good to hear. And a high school student and motivation usually don't come in the same sentence. But that's exciting because she makes you understand up front that you're dealing with people's lives. And one wrong mistake, one incorrect calculation, and it could be life and death. Well, that is exciting. And all right, so now you're signed up for the healthcare programs.
Yes, I'm taking my core classes.
What are your core classes this semester?
Right now I'm doing reading and math, college life, computers, and I'm doing diet and nutrition over again just to better myself in it.
You didn't feel like you got everything you needed out
I
of
got
it.
a B and I really wanted an A.
Okay.
So I had an A in everything else, so why not try again?
Get an 8 in that. All right, your college life. Tell me about that program.
Oh, I love Miss Crockett.
She's awesome.
She's a very good teacher. She motivates us to have study strategies and benefits on what we're doing, and talks to us the importance about going to class, coming to class, being on time,
The
turning
work
your
ethics
work on
part.
time. Yes.
Do you know how important that is when you try to find a job? Is
Yes.
your training in work ethics? That is what industry tells us all the time: is get them there and let them stay at work every day. We'll teach them the class and everything. So that's good that she's emphasizing the
She's a
importance.
very good teacher.
And she's got lots of good information to share with you, what to do, what not to do. So you're taking your core classes now. Eventually, will it be like in a couple of semesters will you start in the meat and potato classes?
Yes.
When does that start?
Hopefully, I want to say hopefully next semester I'll start with biology and like starting to get into the nursing program.
Right.
So hopefully by probably next January I'll be starting.
Some medical things. Well, biology's pretty tough.
Yeah, high school it was pretty tough.
But it's so important.
It is.
And we've got some tough teachers, but I think we actually have some doctors teaching our biology classes. So
That would be good.
So that gives you some good background and experience, and I'm sure that they do, like Ms. Bain does, is put you in the situation so you'll understand how important it is. All right, so when you grow up, what do you want to be?
I really, really want to work in neonatal in Columbus, the neonatal unit. But if that doesn't work out, then I want to work in labor and delivery, and I want to get my bachelor's for RN and not just stop at an associate's.
So what you could do now, we signed an articulation agreement yesterday with LaGrange College. So hopefully when it comes time to you starting to transfer over and wanting to get your degree, your bachelor's degree, you'll be able to transfer all your credits that you picked up at West Georgia Tech to the LaGrange College.
Great.
Isn't that exciting?
You stay in the same town and don't have to worry about it.
And it's really very economical to do it that way. I mean, while university system colleges and private colleges are very expensive, you're going to get the core and all that at West Georgia Tech, and you'll have Hope, and you'll have Pell, and all that to help you through that. So that should really be, your parents probably are pretty excited about that too.
Yes, my parents are.
That's good. That's very good. Well, I am so proud of you. Tell me, if you had an opportunity somebody was thinking about going to college and they really thought they would be interested in a healthcare profession, would you recommend West Georgia Tech?
Most definitely. It's a great school.
We have challenges. It's not a perfect situation, and a lot of things are outside of our control, like financial aid and things like that. But customer service, are you happy with that?
They were great. Any questions that I had about my schedule, how it would work, and all that kind of stuff, they answered them right then.
And if you can't find somebody on campus, you've got access on the emails.
Emails,
And What about the computer part of it? And do you use Angel?
Yes. It's really easy to use. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory for the most part. So, and I did the online orientation that West Georgia Tech offers, and that helped me a lot.
Well, a lot of people don't take that seriously, and then they turn around and make mistakes because of it. They don't meet the deadlines and things like that, so it's very important to go through that. I'm hoping that one day soon we'll be able to have an opportunity to have the face-to-face orientation so people can ask direct questions.
That would be great.
I think that makes a difference too. Well, so what about the environment and the facility? I am so proud of that facility.
Everyone's really nice. It's clean. The bathrooms are very clean.
Good. That's important.
Yes, very important. The teachers, the staff, everybody's nice.
I'm not paying you to say that, am I?
No. No.
Well, good. Well, so you would definitely recommend it. Would you recommend dual enrollment classes?
Yes, it was probably the best decision I made. Because not only did I get to be out of high school, I got to experience what college was going to be like.
Right. Right. Well, we've got all kinds of good things coming up. The Think Academy is going to be located on our campus, and that'll be like a career academy where people can do their dual enrollment through this facility and along with the other things. So we've got a lot of exciting things happening. And then besides the articulation agreement that we have with LaGrange College, we did sign another articulation agreement with University of West Georgia, and that's in Carrollton, and it's a business articulation. So our general business classes will transfer to University of West Georgia.
Well, that's really good.
So anybody in that area, it'll save time and money and a whole lot of effort if that's what they want to do. So we've about run out of time. Is there anything you'd like to share with the viewers about your experience at West Georgia Tech?
I just want to say that it was a great experience, and I recommend it.
I am so proud of you getting a job and you're continuing your career, but I'm very proud of you for being back at West Georgia Tech.
Thank you. I'm glad I am too.
Will you please come back to visit us and keep us up with your progress?
I will.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today,
you.
and plan on coming back.
I will.
And we'll be back in a few minutes with another special guest star.
Congratulations, you're in college. It's a great feeling to be on your way to your new career.
But guess what? Getting into college is the easy part. You have to finish college to get the degree.
Did you know that fewer than 1 in 10 students will finish their associate's degree in 2 years? Some students take up to 8 years to finish a degree, and many don't finish at all.
When you go fast to the finish, you can complete your degree quickly, saving you time and money. Time is the enemy when you're in school.
The longer you stay in school, the more likely that life will get in the way.
And that could cause you to slow down or leave school early.
Getting your college degree is the goal. The faster you complete your courses, the faster you can get that degree and move on to your career.
Go fast to the finish and complete your degree on time.
Meet with your advisor to map out your plan to finish on time. Know which classes to take. Take a full course load if possible. And if you knock out your core classes early, your odds of graduating will go up big time.
Your college has many options to help you get there faster. Don't get left behind. Meet with your advisor. Learn your graduation requirements. Schedule your core classes first. Take a full course load and take advantage of all the course options.
By 2020, 66% of U.S. jobs will require a career certificate or college degree. Go fast to the finish and complete your degree on time.
This message is brought to you by the Technical College System of Georgia.
welcome back to Tech Savvy. Our second guest is here with us, and again, she is also a dual enrollment graduate from West Georgia Tech, and now she's in the healthcare program, and she is just as excited about this opportunity as our previous guest. So please meet Melissa Rowland.
Hey.
Thank you for being here today.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, you got out of a computer class, I hear.
Yes.
But you were doing fine in it. The teacher said that would be great, and she said to make sure y'all knew good luck.
Yeah, the class is pretty easy. We get all of our work done the first day of class for the whole week. I mean, it doesn't take very long to do everything.
Well, you've got a lot of good experience already in computers, but it's important to get it and make sure you learn everything, because everything's built on those computers.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Everything. Well, so tell me about yourself. You went to, where did you go to high school?
I went to LaGrange High School. I lived in Hogansville for a while, and then we moved to LaGrange whenever I went to elementary school, and I've been living in the same house ever since. And I did color guard when I was in high school. I was the captain my senior year. And I did dual enrollment my senior year, and I just graduated with my CNA this past spring.
Right.
And I got my CNA license in June.
So there is a test that you have to take in order to get licensed.
It's a state test. You have to pass 2 parts of it.
And so what were your give me an example of what you're tested on.
Well, the first part you're tested on, like, questions, just test questions, like
vocabulary.
That's in there too, and it's also like what is the normal blood pressure, what is the normal pulse, all those kind of questions
that you're taught very well in class.
Yes. And then the second part is your skills examination, where you learn most of your skills the second semester, the end of the first semester, beginning of the second semester. And you're tested on that, and you have to do very well on it.
Tell me what skills you learn in the CNA program.
There's 20-something skills. You learn how to make a bed.
With somebody in it?
Yes, you learn to make a bed with somebody in it, make a bed with nobody's in it. You learn to brush teeth, check pulse, blood pressure, respirations, vitals, and you learn to
feed people,
measure urine, perineal care. That wasn't my favorite, but
that wasn't.
No, that's just the cleaning of the body parts and the nasty body parts and stuff.
I understand. That would be the hardest part about it. But did y'all use simulation and like dummies that did stuff, or?
Well, we used a dummy in perineal care, and we used a dummy in catheter care. Other than that, we used each other, really.
With that, I got to see some of the simulations of what I guess RNs use in the lab, and I mean, babies are delivered.
Yeah.
And we got to see it happen on these dummies. They talk, they breathe, they cough, I mean, it's amazing what these simulators can do.
Yeah. I've never worked with one, but I have heard of
You've heard about
them.
That's something you've got to look forward to, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so your experience in high school, where you got your regular classes and you ended up graduating with the CNA, you took your license, you got your license, so you're starting a new job today. And you're CNA, and you're working with a home health care.
Yes.
It's one of the new ones that are in town. And tell me a little bit about what home health care is and how your CNA training helps.
Well, home health is just when people don't really want to leave their homes and they don't want to go to a nursing home or anything. People from the nursing home or from just a plain home health care can come to their house and take care of them there, so they can be comfortable, they can not leave their house or anything, and they can help them make their bed, help them take a bath, check their vitals, help them with their laundry, any kind of housekeeping they may need. That's really just what CNAs do in home health. They
Do
don't.
you cook for them?
You can cook for them. You can take them to the grocery store. You can take them to doctor's appointments. You don't come in and you don't like work on them for anything. You just help them.
Do you take their blood pressure and their
You can
temp?
if that's something they need to have done regularly, then you can do that. But sometimes, they don't need to have their blood pressure taken. They just need help, doing their laundry.
Right. What about, do you check them to make sure they've taken medication?
You can. Sometimes patients will have little medication things with like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They'll have that on there. You can't, in my facility, you can't hand them the medicine, but you can remind them to take it. Because if something were to go wrong, I guess you were the one that was distributing the medicine to them.
All right, but you're trained somewhat in some knowledge on the medications that are out there, right?
Somewhat.
I mean, but you're not versed in it so much, but they give you an idea of what type medications are out there for different things.
Yeah.
It's kind of a basic.
Yeah.
Medicine.
We didn't really go into depth on medicine. I'm sure that that's something that I'll learn, in the nursing program.
Right.
It's going to be one of the harder ones because you got to learn like what someone can take and what someone can not take and what's in different medicines and stuff.
Right.
But we haven't really gone into depth that much.
Yeah. Okay, so when you graduate, I'm just keeping everything straight into a schedule. You graduate from high school, you had your high school diploma, you got your CNA certificate, now you have a job, but also you're enrolled in West Georgia Tech in the healthcare programs.
Yeah.
And so what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a nurse anesthetist.
Oh, okay.
That is a nurse who administers anesthesia to the patients.
Right.
And if that doesn't work out, I want to go into labor and delivery.
Right.
It's a mouthful to say, but
no, the anesthetist, the nurse anesthetist, I have some experience with in the medical field, and they are in such high demand. And it's kind of like, okay, if I want to work today, call up, they'll put you somewhere and you work, and if you don't, you can set your own schedule on that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And with the healthcare industry and the insurance and all changing, they're gonna the nurse anesthetists are going to be a whole lot more in line with what the services will be paid for. So that's a great thing. You're in the right place at the right time because, everybody's getting older.
Yeah. Everyone's going to need anesthesia.
Everybody's definitely going to need anesthesia. So that's good. Okay, so you're taking your core classes now, right?
Yes.
What classes are you taking?
I'm taking the same ones as Kelly. I'm taking diet nutrition online just to better myself in the class. I'm taking computers, reading, math, and college life.
How do you like the college life class?
I love it. I love the class. I love Miss Crockett. She's amazing. She's hilarious.
She is, but she's been there, done that, and knows what you need to know. So
yeah. she teaches us a lot. She not just teaches us, how to do better in class and how to succeed in college or whatever, but it's also a lot of life lessons in there, like having a good attitude about stuff, getting stuff done. All that kind of stuff is really important to know in life, and I'm sure I'll be using it in college, and it'll just become part of a second nature, and I'll just be using that in life.
You'll be in different situations, and you're going to remember something Miss Crockett said, and it'll be all worthwhile.
Yeah, all the PowerPoints she's given us, and
she loves teaching that class because she really gets to know her students, and of course she loves every one of her students. So she's awesome, and I think that's pretty much the way all our faculty and staff are. They really care about your success, and that they want to do whatever they can to make sure you're successful in what you do.
Yeah, every teacher I've had at West Georgia Tech I've loved. They're all so nice and so caring. They seem to really care about the students' education.
That's good.
They get involved in the students, and I just love it. West Georgia Tech.
The thing I hope that we can, with Tech Savvy, I hope we can make sure that our viewers know that while they think they have barriers that won't allow them to go to school, we try to address them all.
Yeah.
We don't think there is any major barrier that we can't address and can't help.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you didn't have any barriers, did you?
No.
Good.
You just really just have to come to class. That's it. The teachers will do all the work for you. I mean, well, not all the work for you. They'll teach you, but they'll help you along the way.
They will help you be successful.
Yes. And as far as money-wise, you know, you have Hope Grant, you have Pell Grant, all this coming in case you need, you know, financial assistance.
Right.
It's really just a great opportunity to have that.
So you'd highly recommend it?
Yes, highly recommend.
Well, would you recommend dual enrollment, taking dual enrollment classes?
Yes. If someone is wanting to or thinking about going into the healthcare field, I would definitely recommend it. It's a taste of the healthcare field, and I think anyone should do it if they're interested in it. When I first started my CNA class, I wasn't really sure if it was something that I wanted to do.
Right.
I knew that it was a choice, and I've had a lot of people in my family be nurses and stuff, so my mom was kind of supportive of me going to do this.
Right.
But when I first started, I wasn't really sure if nursing was what I wanted to do. But after my first semester, and I'd learned all, you know, medical terminology and intro to health, I was pretty sure.
You couldn't wait to go back to class.
I couldn't wait. I loved it. It was just amazing to me that certain things can do this to the body, and I've always been interested in science and anatomy and all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool to know what I can take and what I cannot take, and what it'll do to my body. And this word means joint, this word means bone, and just to know like a different language almost. It's really, really cool.
And it sounds like to me you're enthusiastic and you're excited about the healthcare industry that you're going to go into one day.
Yeah. I'm really excited about doing nurse anesthetist. It's just that there's so much science and so much, you know, specific detail and everything, and I'm really excited.
And you're keeping
about it.
people from hurting.
Yeah, I'm making them feel good.
Yeah, you're making them feel good. You're keeping them from hurting.
Yeah.
Well, we're done with our session. It went by pretty
Already?
quick. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I asked her, and I want to make sure that you'll come back and keep us informed on your progress and how you like
Definitely.
school, and when it gets hard, you're going to still say, "Oh, I'm so excited about
yeah,
everything," and my
love it.
teachers are wonderful. But we're really proud of you,
Okay.
and we're so proud that you did so well in high school, and you got your certificate, and we're proud of you coming back, and especially proud of you getting a job.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
big news. So please keep in touch. Let us know how you're doing and your
Okay.
progress, and plan on coming back. Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, and we hope you've enjoyed this this episode of Tech Savvy. We've got lots of fun stuff going on, and we've got more to tell about next session. So thank you for joining us.
At LaGrange College, your journey toward achievement may take you in many different directions. The arts, law, ministry, medicine. Experience LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions, and leave transformed. Discover more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Troup County Schools. A place where you can learn and grow.
A place where teachers care.
A place where family and school come together.
A place where learning matters.
A place preparing students for a bright future.
Whether going to college
or into the workforce.
Troup County Schools, preparing students for success today.